Okay, let's get into more detail about what exactly it means to go share a screen versus what it means to go share a desktop. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to kind of set the scene. So, for example, I'm looking to go present a PowerPoint, which in this case, because I don't have PowerPoint installed on this particular demo machine, I'm going to represent with the File Explorer. So this is my PowerPoint, or this is maybe my whiteboard that I'm writing on to go show students. And then the other thing that I want to demonstrate is I want to show them a video of some kind as well during some point in the class. So here's what we're looking to go do. We're looking to go share the whiteboard, and then we're looking to go through and share the video. But at the same time, I've also got the gradebook open, which is, say, this incognito window, and I don't want to share that one by accident. So here's where we have pros and cons of both. The first thing we're going to demonstrate is we're going to demonstrate sharing a screen. So to go and share a screen, we can hit present now. We're going to do your entire screen. And then this is where you select the screen to share. Note that if you only have one computer monitor, it will likely only give you one option. If you have more than one computer monitor hooked up, that's really the only time you'll need to make sure you know which one's sharing. But you can select it, and you can hit share. And so once that starts presenting, everything is great because, as you can see, you're presenting your screen, and everyone can view exactly what's on the screen. So I can go through and I can have the whiteboard, and I'm drawing on the whiteboard, and I'm demonstrating there. Or maybe I've got the PowerPoint, and I'm showing slides. And then all I've got to do is I can switch over to the video, and I can play the video, and everyone can go see exactly what I see as I'm doing it. And that works great. So if you're looking to go share more than one thing at a time, or more than one thing over the course of your lecture, I would definitely recommend sharing your screen. Now here's the catch though. Let's say I accidentally click on the gradebook. Oops, my students can go see everything that's on my screen, including the gradebook that I just pulled open. So if you don't want them to accidentally see anything but what you specifically share with them, that's a use case for maybe sharing the window. So to do that, I'm going to head back over here, and I'm going to stop presenting. And we're going to go through and demonstrate sharing a window. To do that, again, we go present now, but this time we click a window. And as you can see, it shows that we have different options to go through and share. So we have our PowerPoint or our whiteboard demonstration. We have the video we want to go show. We've got the gradebook, and we have this meeting. If I had more windows open, I'd have more options here. Note that sometimes the order that you open windows up makes a difference. So as a general rule, I would try opening all of your windows you need if you do plan on doing a window sharing before you even open the Google Meeting. So, pros of doing a window share: if I click PowerPoint and share, my students will see this PowerPoint, even if over the course of the meeting I accidentally go over to the gradebook. My students can still only see the PowerPoint or the whiteboard that I originally started sharing, which is great. The only problem with doing a window share is that at the same time, if I go over to the windows and I forget to go restart and share this screen instead, then my students won't see this video. Now, if you want to do a window sharing, it's not that big of a deal to go change it. All we've got to do is we hit stop sharing, and then back on the Google Meeting. And then back on the Google Meeting, all we've got to do is hit Present Now, click a window again, and we can now click that we wish to go share the video this time. And now your students can see the video and everything works well. So that's a quick demonstration of Windows sharing versus sharing your entire screen. Which one works best? It's really up to you. Depending on when you open up which documents, maybe you start Google Meeting before you open the window. On some web browsers, it may not show that that window is an option. And depending on which program you're looking to share, sometimes it's also finicky in terms of whether it recognizes, let's say it's a pretty obscure screenwriting software or something you're using. Maybe it'll recognize as a window or maybe it won't. And if that's the case, that's when I definitely recommend using a screen share. Again, if you're looking to switch between lots of stuff over the course of your presentation, maybe you're a programming professor and you're alternating between like a PowerPoint and a like code that you're actually writing, and then you're running it, and then you're going back to the PowerPoint and things like that. Again, another great example of when you want the screen share because you are switching windows all the time. On the flip side though, if you're, let's say, a math professor and you're sharing the same screenwriting, basically PDF of your notes that you're writing the entire time you're presenting, and you don't want, if you accidentally click to go do something else, you don't want your students to go lose the notes as they're trying to go copy stuff down and take notes. That's a great example of when you can do a window sharing and just share that one window. At the end of the day though, whichever option you choose should just be really whichever one fits you the best. If you feel more comfortable sharing just a window, and if you need to switch, you stop sharing and restart again, that works great. If you're only really need to do the if you really only need to share the one presentation, but you feel more comfortable just presenting the screen just in case, that also works great. Both are valid options depending on what you're looking to do, and you can do either option. It's just dependent. You can do either option. It's just dependent on exactly which steps you take when to go do it. That being said, I hope that you better understand screen versus window sharing in Google Meetings so that you can better use it when running your classes online.